In this video, I have 3 tips for you if you're interested in automotive custom lighting. We're gonna dive in right now. What's up? Happy Father's Day. My wife got me a new shirt. I'm pumped about it. She baked me a pie. It was a good weekend. It was awesome. And now it's Monday and I'm gonna miss my upload for tomorrow. So if you usually tune in for How Tuesdays, that'll be next week. This week, I just wanted to leave you with a little video specifically giving some tips if you are interested in custom automotive lighting as either a buyer or a builder. So the first thing that I want to say is you need to educate yourself. If you want to buy some kind of a custom light, like you've got some 20-year-old car, you want to do something really cool to the lights, you need to start diving in and finding out about lights for that car. Search it up. Super easy searches. The name of the car, custom headlights. You can even use quotes for custom headlights because then at least that will be the context for which it does the search on Google or whatever, and you'll get some results. Find out who has custom lights, whether it's somebody else who has your same car or a company who has built lights for that exact car, and see if you can investigate. You, not them. Don't be an asshole. Don't hit up everybody right off the bat and say, hey, can you do all this investigating for me? Can you just save me the time? Because like, it's not worth it that much for me to do it, because that puts a bad taste in their mouth. They're like, why am I going to serve you? I don't even know you. Who are you, bro? Why are you asking me all these questions? Dive in, find out, compliment. If they've got a bunch of Instagram pictures about it, like a bunch of those, comment on a bunch of those, and then reach out. Don't just grab and take from people. Educate yourself. Don't ask somebody else to educate you. Don't ask me to educate you, because I've got 10 years of content doing just that. So if you want to reach out and get a hold of me, I've got a tip for you at the end of the video, so make sure you stay tuned till the end. Now, on that same note, if you are a builder, you want to educate yourself as well. Look up YouTube videos, look up tutorials, go search the deep, dark depths of HID Planet and different things online. It's probably outdated now, so it does make sense to actually have a connection with other builders and have some sort of like a community that you can reach into and find your peers, find other people that are doing it. By the way, they're not your competition. I don't care if they work on the exact same car as you. They're not your competition. They're overcoming obstacles that you face as well, which makes you two have more in common than almost anybody else in the game. So reach out, find those people, and help them. Tip number 2 is just to pass along the knowledge. Take what you've learned from step number 1, which was educating yourself, and pass that along. If it was hard to piece together all these things from old school posts on the internet to YouTube videos to some random thing you saw on TikTok to somebody's, I don't know, photography page where there's some amazing looking pictures of a car, group all that stuff up together. Post that out there for somebody just like you. If you're a buyer and it took you all that effort to educate yourself, to find all that information and bring it together, you should be the person to do that same exact thing for others. Make it simple for them so that you can be the one that blazed the trail. They can be the one that followed down that path after you, and they'll thank you for it, and it'll open doors for you. That actually makes you valuable to companies if you're going to continuously be on that buyer journey and never get into the builder journey, which is 2 completely separate paths, to be honest. But you'll be attractive as a buyer if you're making content that serves the builders. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Okay, now that same thing rings true if you are a builder. If you've struggled to do something or a job went wrong a bunch of times, make a video about it. I actually do that all the time, and it helps a ton of people, and I know because I get flooded with emails saying, dude, thanks so much. Your video that I just watched, even a stupid one that I posted the other day, it was just me and John screwing around, insulating the garage door. Like, that was a complete throwaway video, but it was dope because people were like, dude, I've been wanting to do this, and now just because you made that video, I'm gonna go ahead and do it now. It pushed me over the edge. So you never know who you're gonna be helping. You don't have to have some big profound knowledge to figure something out that nobody else has ever done. It might be common knowledge, but the fact that you put a video out there about the nuts and bolt method to retrofit a projector or something like that, that might be something that somebody really just needed to see because they were like, I don't know, man, I've been holding off on finishing my lights because I didn't do that. Your video showed me, if you're doing it, I can do it. Let's go. Let's go make it happen. Like, that's actually pretty dope. You guys can motivate each other just by your content that's helping. So again, the point of step number 2 is just pass along the knowledge that you already have as a buyer or a builder. Now, step 3, this combines all of that together. It is connect inside of a community. I'm posting up my Discord link below. This is all the buyers, all the builders, everybody that hits me up for a question, just so you know how to get a hold of me, is in Discord. You can post comments below, and please do, because if you want the link or you're having any issues, post it below and let me know which one of the points that I brought up today resonates with you. Inside of that Discord community, if you ask me a question, The reason that I want to answer you there is because now everybody can see it. It can be served up in multiple ways. And if you think that it's something that I should make a video on, you could tell me about it in there. If you're going to hit me up and ask me about how to do a certain type of custom job, you can post it in there in the right category, and other people that see it can pour into you there because they might have the answers and you won't be waiting on me like in my DMs. Or if you're trying to find a builder, you could just say, hey, I've got this kind of car, it's this year, this is what I want, this is what I want to spend on it, and somebody will be there to read that and serve you up. And again, it doesn't have to be me. But I do want to talk about some new opportunities that are going to come up, and I'm going to be working together in some pretty interesting ways, both for buyers and for builders. So the first thing, on the subject of community, this has been in my brain for the last few years as I've been working with you guys on live streams and everything else. There are different parts of the world where there are lots of buyers and lots of builders and lots of manufacturers. For some reason, back east, there's a ton more than on the West Coast, and that's where I'm at. I'm in Southern California. There's an idea that I've had for a long time. It's connecting people together as like a guild, right? Like if you've ever been a nerd and played a video game, a lot of times there's like a big boss that you can't just go fight by yourself. You have to bring people that each have a certain role to play in that fight, right? And that's kind of how life is. And that's kind of how this online business of custom automotive lighting and all of that has shown itself to be for me, is that I need to have somebody that knows how to do retrofits really well. Why? Because that's not me. I don't like it. I don't make a lot of money from it. I've never made a lot of money from it. And I see people crushing that game. So I reach out to them for knowledge. There's people that do addressable LEDs. I reach out to them for knowledge. I'm always reaching out to everybody, and they're feeding me, which makes it easier for me to feed you, the viewer here on YouTube or my online courses or whatever. And so that's kind of how I've built up my own little network, my own little guild, right? Of people that are dope at one specific thing. A specialist. That's what I teach. Be a specialist. And the reason that you want to be a specialist is because that makes you valuable not only to buyers and other builders, but to something like a network, like a group of people that always works together. That's what I want to form inside of Discord, where I actually start establishing guilds like in Europe and in Australia and in Southern California and on the East Coast, or like wherever it might be. A lot of guys up in Canada, and you all struggle with different things because there's stuff like tax or shipping. Well, if you did things as like a guild, you could literally buy a big shipment that all comes up to one spot and then disperses out to everybody else to save you on taxes and duties and shipping and all that stuff. So that's just something that's in my mind. The other side of this is going to go real deep. And if you've watched this far in the video, make sure to give it a like, subscribe if you're not already, and stay tuned because I'm about to drop some very weird stuff and I'm excited about it. Okay, so all this talk of guilds and community and buyers and builders and all that stuff has led me to a place where these days there's so much happening on the internet with cryptocurrencies and with all of the networking, different types of businesses working together. And that's what I'm doing, is actually building a separate business right now. But one of the ways that I'm going to continue to serve with FlyRyde is going to be to make this FlyRyde economy, this connection of builders, buyers, manufacturers, all of that. I'm actually going to start offering different services like my online courses and books and just different service, literally physical service, stuff that I do with my hands. I'm going to be offering now with a cryptocurrency, with something that's called a FlyCoin. It's literally going to be my own economy, and I say mine, but it's actually going to be ours. It's going to be our own economy. And as I bring people in that want to buy my digital products, they'll be buying those digital products with FlyCoin. If somebody wants to hire me to build their old Integra headlights, I'll actually be able to do it because I'll have them buy FlyCoin, pay with that. And every time somebody buys this new coin, this new digital currency, when they buy it and they pay with that, that's actually going to increase the value for the whole community, for everybody that's actually using this inside and connecting with other people and getting access to certain events and products and all sorts of stuff like that. Every time somebody buys FlyCoin, the cost of FlyCoin goes up. So I'm part of a dude named Gary Henderson's group right now, and he's doing this amazingly well in the business space. I want to bring it to automotive, and I want to set the example for other creators, other craftsmen, people that teach what they do and do a good job with it, community builders, to actually make it to where it's valuable for their community to stay a part of their community. For people to, as that community starts growing in popularity and helping more and more people and getting more people involved, it's literally putting money in the pockets of that community, of each of those members. So we're going to talk a lot more about that. That'll be a whole video. It probably won't even be a public video. It'll probably be something that I just post up for the people that are super interested in it. So comment below, just put the word crypto or something like that. I'm gonna have some of this. Matter of fact, put the word crypto in a DM to me on Instagram, and I'm gonna make an automated thing that will tag you so that you get updated with that as I release more information, so you can profit as I'm starting this thing up as an early adopter and not wait until you're like, whoa, I remember Chris making a YouTube video about that a year ago and now it's going crazy. Anyway, those are my 3 tips. You wanna make sure that you educate yourself, you pass that knowledge along, and you connect in community. And I'll see you guys soon. I gotta go get on a boat right now. I'm gonna be fishing for 2 days, and hopefully I'm gonna bring home some big old fat bluefin tuna. So I gotta change, get all dirty and grubby, stay unshaven, look like a fisherman. It's gonna be great. I'll see you guys soon.